We are back with a new series, new jet ski, and this one's a little bit tricky for me, okay? When I was growing up, it was always Seadoo everything. My dad always had Seadoo. However, I'm not naive. I do know there are other personal watercrafts out there, one being a Yamaha. We are going to see a Yamaha Wave Raider 1996, one owner from new, with 58 hours on the clock. So it's tempting me quite a lot. I'm being a true professional. I'm gonna go see it for the purpose of the channel, of course, being classic jet skis. And I honestly just want to ride one. So if we get this one today, it'll be the first time I've ever been on a Yamaha. There's obviously some different things to note, things like the trigger throttle, things like the different lanyard attachment, small things I know, but for me, big staple changes for a different brand. So if we buy this one today, I'll have a great opportunity to put this up against some of the Seadoos that I have. I'm really just, you know, being neutral. I mean, I'm primarily, first and foremost, a Seadoo man. I love the XPs, I love the Seadoo brand, but we're dealing with classics here, so you have to be respectful and be professional, as I've said, and actually treat this for what it is. This ski now, I would say, falls into the category of a classic. You know, it's mid-90s, it's got the history, which is really desirable. For me, knowing the owners, knowing the hours, knowing the work that's been done on it, that's so important. It tells you the history of the ski. So we're on our way to Poole, again, the same place we bought the 1991 from. If we buy it, it's the same principle as before. I saw it 24 hours ago, I spoke to the guy on the phone, and I'm shooting straight down to hopefully do a deal with him. So let's go get it.
After one of these for ages then?
Ages. Okay, so as far as barn finds go, or in this case, garage finds, this ski was incredible. I could not believe what I was seeing before my eyes. This ski literally looked new, absolutely spotless. And just immediately when he was pulling this out, I know that this ski was massively underpriced. It was up for £2,000, and honestly, guys, it was absolutely stunning. I've not edited any of this down, so I wanted you to see an authentic purchasing experience of one of these old classic skis. I'm relatively new to it all, so I'm still learning as I go. And yeah, this ski, guys, just take it in.
I'll run it properly up.
Yeah, of course. Just the trouble is with Facebook, you know, nowadays, is people, it's very, very clean, isn't it?
Wow,
Yeah.
it is. You can tell as well because it's white.
You're a graphic designer there?
Yeah, I've got my own design agency in Bristol.
Oh, right.
So it's been okay for us, really, because a lot of people have had more time to sort of want to work on their businesses and everything, as it were. So
Using the time
we've
off,
actually
aren't
been
they?
very busy.
No deal. So do you go on them as well?
Well,
Well,
we're trying to
Jetskis.
persuade her at the moment.
Okay.
Yeah. Thing is, we've luckily just been having the weather for it now, haven't we? So.
That's brand new.
Cool. See, this is all completely alien to me. This is actually the first time I've ever seen, like I said, as a kid.
Wow. Bigger than I thought.
Pretty clean.
You'll find.
Bigger than I thought, the actual.
Yes, and the 1100, they've got a big engine.
Oh,
Oh my god, it's very clean.
that smell.
And the reason why I'm saying it like that is because we've gone to see so many different skis.
I like that the battery's in a separate
Yeah.
compartment. It's not really.
So I've drained all the fuel out. So that's fresh high octane fuel in it.
Yeah. So is it pre-mix? How does it work on the Yamahas, buddy?
Oil in there.
Yeah. But has it got an automatic mix
Yeah.
to the correct ratios?
Yeah.
Awesome.
It's pretty straightforward. There's your choke.
Yeah. And then you've got
That's
your
where
fuel on the other side.
Yeah, fuel's on there. And that's where you fill it up with the hose.
Okay, so this is what I mean, it's completely alien on the Seadoos. It's similar, I guess.
Never even ridden the Seadoo. I've
No?
only ever ridden this. Actually, we had a really early one, a Yami, but it was really early.
I know they do this in the 700 as well, so when I seen it in the 1100cc, I was like,
got to see it.
That's why I was like pestering the hell out of you.
Yeah, you were. So I've had a few disgruntled people today on the phone to me.
Oh gosh.
They're like, why is that jet ski gone? I booked an appointment. I said, well, he offered me a deposit, so...
Well, believe it or not, I'm the same sort of thing as you. I should be in work right now because I've got a new project due to kick off. But I was like,
oh, right.
In this instance, a jet ski's got to take precedence.
So I always use an anchor when I'm mooring it up, so I don't beach it. So
I can tell, obviously, that's why I said to you on the phone,
Yeah.
what's the underside like. It's super clean.
it's pretty clean. I mean, it's been on the beach before, but I never used to beach it.
You guys have got a good beach though, haven't you, here? So.
It's lovely,
Yeah. Wow.
Where we are in Bristol, there's a couple of really good lakes.
Oh yeah.
So I quite like the principle of freshwater use anyway.
Yeah,
you know,
it's better.
because it's cool and stuff. So anyway, you can fire it up and just show me
Fire it
the
up,
correct
mate, yeah.
principle and
I'll
stuff.
cover it up just because it's loud, so
Okay.
there's people in the block of flats, I don't really want us
Irritate
getting into
them.
trouble, yeah.
So is it the same principle in the sense you start the engine and put the water source on?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then run it out. And what I normally do is when I run it out, I'll take it off the. I'll put the wheel right up and tilt the jet ski out.
Exactly. So
And
also
also,
at the back of the bungs.
so when you go out on it,
Yeah.
run it up when you take it out of the water, and take the bungs out,
Yeah.
and then I always put it on an incline. So normally run it up when I get out of the water, and then I run it up properly when I get home. Give it all a clean out inside, because it just keeps it nice and fresh inside then. So I mean, it's just been really well looked after, but I just don't go out on it much.
Nice and easy, isn't it? Just
It
put
hasn't
it
been
on.
started. I didn't want to start it because I
that's
wanted
cool.
you to know it was cold.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
Perfect.
Because I've run it up
Because
with
the
water.
choke stays out with this one, does it? It does, you don't have to pump it, it stays, it locks.
Yeah, it's going to be a little bit different to that.
It's smoky 'cause it's too straight, but once it's been out on the, like for a proper blast, it stops.
It's the same as the 91, isn't it?
Yeah,
It's like,
smoky.
it was terrible
Yeah.
for the neighbours because you put it on and it's like, What's this?
It's
very
always
loud,
been like
isn't it?
that.
Yeah. Yeah, but
Yeah.
you don't. It's not loud in the water, though, is it? Underwater, you don't hear it. Like,
No,
It's just always like that.
If you
when you're
take that out, it's really loud.
No,
yeah,
it does hold.
for sure, for sure.
But yeah, no, I starved it because I obviously didn't turn that on.
Cool. Anything else to bring to our attention? Because other than that, I'm pretty happy with it, to be
You
honest,
are?
buddy.
Yeah, cool. No, not really.
Any issues with the gauges or any of the
No, did you have a look at it? It only does it when you start it up.
No, that's
Yeah.
fine. I mean, I saw obviously in your photograph that it had the hour meter on there and stuff. This is actually a bit more sophisticated than the earlier Civic.
Yeah, I was going to say it's quite technical, isn't it? With the
It's
actual
just obviously basic gauges on the old Seadoos, but so no electronic issues that you're aware of or anything like that.
Issues. To be honest, when I used to run it, I used to take it to a chap down in Sandbanks, and he used to winterise it every year for me.
Yeah.
But it's just easy enough to do on your own. So yeah,
Cool.
he's obviously given it the once over. It was registered a few years ago, but haven't bothered since.
Yeah, I was going to say, is it the same sort of principle as in terms of data tagging and stuff?
To be honest, I don't. It was only registered for use in the harbour, in Poole Harbour, and the data tag was as original.
Yeah.
I don't have any information on that, I'm afraid, mate.
Okay. All right, buddy.
But yeah, it's as mint as I think you'll find.
No, for sure.
Yeah.
All right, should we grab the iPad?
Yeah, sure.
As long as you're happy.
Yeah.
Like I say, I've just spent.
as happy as you can be buying a 24-year-old jet ski.
Well, I mean, I've said this to everyone. Like, you know,
So, well, like I said, a couple of years ago I bought a 91, and that was a really daunting process because when you're dealing with something that old, it's just, you know, it's a bit of an unknown, really, isn't
Yeah.
it? But for me, it's just like it's that kind of childhood. There's something about them, isn't there? They're so old now that
You don't want them to die out, do you?
yeah.
well, that's the thing I mentioned to you.
Oh, just the grip, you mean?
Yeah.
That's fine. That can be changed. Where is the VTS on
they're
this?
pretty
They call it
easy to
VTS on the Seadoo, the trim.
That's it.
Oh, so that literally changes the trim. Oh, nice.
Yeah, you just pull that button in.
See,
It's
this
quite
is all-
useful when you've got a full tank of fuel because it's rides slightly lower down on the
Right,
front,
so you just trim
so
it.
you can just trim it and then just change it as.
See, this is all completely different. So, like, it's sort of a thumb throttle, obviously, on the Seadoo. There's a trigger finger on it.
Yeah.
So.
Obviously, if you want to have a look at the jets, all moves nice and
Yeah, that's
free.
what I said to you on the phone. As long as the cable and everything's, you know, loose and everything.
Yeah.
So your family aren't into skis as much now then, or no?
I used to race bikes when I was a kid,
Yeah.
and then we did a bit of karting, and then we
Where
had
did you do your
boats.
karting to? Clay Pigeon or
Clay
anything?
Pigeon, yeah.
I know
Yeah.
Clay Pigeon. One of my friends, he was very into karting.
Oh right. And now I spend my money on bikes and mortgage.
Yeah.
I quite like my bikes. So.
Adult.
When you say bikes, you mean motocross bikes or road
Motorbikes, yeah, actually both. Yeah,
Both.
motocross and track stuff. Yeah. But
I feel like when you're into sort of jet skis, you're going to be into bikes as
You
well.
hear that
It's
story
kind
all
of,
the time though, that people,
You
as
like
soon
quads,
as they
don't you?
switch off from skis, it just sort of fades out and then they never really, you know,
Yeah.
sometimes they
yeah, but they get it
relapse
from
and
somewhere
come
else,
back
like you said,
and
with
stuff.
bikes or whatever. So
yeah, I mean, I quite if I had a load of mates that were into it, I'd
Oh,
probably,
for sure.
I probably wouldn't sell it.
yeah,
Because
you go out-
I could drive past them on this, on a really old ski, which is part of fun, isn't it? 'Cause
Yeah.
it's really rapid once you get it going.
Is it?
Oh, it's really fast.
When's the last time you actually had to go?
Last year I had to go.
Oh,
on it,
last
yeah.
year.
I just
But
don't
you
get
just
a chance
didn't-
to go out much.
yeah.
And then if I've got like a day out with the boys riding bikes,
Yeah, then you don't need
I'm
this,
not
do
gonna
you?
Go out on a sea
use-
ski.
I'm not gonna
That's
use
the
it.
great thing about Bristol. The lake we go to, all of the stand-up world championships, the world champion races there.
Oh, right.
So they're very, very quick speed. So when you go around the buoy course and stuff, it keeps you honest. It's really good.
Yeah, you're racing, don't you?
Stand-ups are so quick though.
What's up?
Hey, there you go.
I'm going to grab the iPad
Yeah.
and do the transfer
If you do
for
the transfer, yeah, then it'll
Yeah.
show and I'll just turn it around for you.
This is our temporary cover. And a pink one. Always take straps. All good? Don't laugh. We managed to find the cover,
It's ideal, isn't it?
but on the motorway, you know, it's in such good condition. I don't want to.
We were coming back from one and the sheet came off, didn't it?
I want to use that.
Top man.
Like your dad's as well.
Yeah.
Oh.
You're a very lucky boy to have
Yeah,
inherited.
your dad's
I bought
obviously.
that. I bought that one.
Oh.
Yeah, I've seen a couple of these Wave Raiders, but they're always normally 700s, and they're always, you know,
Yeah, I
they're
think
always
they're the Wave Runners. I think there's 2 types.
Okay, that's probably why.
Yeah,
but
they were really common, but you didn't see. I never saw one of these out on the water.
huge rivalry though, isn't there, with Seadoos and Yamahas? It's like it's kind of like the PlayStation, Xbox sort of thing. Like some people just hate. I'm just intrigued more than anything. Like how do they?
Compare.
Yeah, what they actually like to ride.
So would you class yourself as a bit of a collector then, I suppose?
Well, I should be really, you know, trying to move some of the other ones I got on, but I can't bring myself to do it. You know, because they will, like over time, they'll be really, really hard to get. I mean, a lot of people have a lot of these skis that they're in really bad condition. You know, they're cool. Do you know the old Yamahas with really long nose?
Yes.
But they're a bit. I think they're a bit older than this.
That's the one I had before this.
Yeah. And that tempts me only because when I was a kid, you know, you have sort of memories of being a child and stuff. My dad had one again. So most of this all stems from just my, you know, being a kid and just. My dad grew out of it, obviously, had kids similar to you, I guess. And, well, you didn't say you had kids, actually, did you?
I haven't got kids, no.
Wishing your life away for you.
I am. Have you got kids?
No.
No.
I want them one day, obviously, but...
But he also has toys as well.
No, I'm glad it's going to a good home because it's sad to see it go. I'd like to see it go somewhere that's actually...
Oh, he's really OCD. He'll literally...
Like, to put it into
Look after it
perspective,
like
like when
a
I go,
baby.
if I put a ski in the city, I've got a 12-volt pump. Before the ski comes home, I'll like wash the ski all down, and I'll come home and wash it again. But if you look after these things,
Yeah, if you look after them, they last, don't they?
Yeah.
my dream ski when I was a kid is called a Seadoo XP DI. It's got like a spring seat. I don't know if you've ever seen them.
I have seen it, yeah.
Very quick, awesome bit of kit. But that's a 2003, so it's a much newer ski. Still 16 years old now. I had like all the magazines when I was a kid and stuff. I managed to track down the original cover for this, brand new. There's a guy in the US who still has what they call new old stock.
Okay.
And these are the only place really in the world. Like if you were to ring Yamaha and say I want a new cover, they just basically laugh at you because they're all obsolete, obviously. You've got to have a cover, like travel anywhere.
Yeah.
Yes.
Honestly, Bruce, thank you very much. Thanks, Jay.
Thank you. Yeah, lovely to meet you. Thank you so much. Have a good day. Bye.
Are you rolling?
Rolling.
We have another jet ski on the back, albeit a bit of a different kind. These were species in animals. That's like a completely different species. When he started it up, I was like, I thought I knew what to expect, but I don't know about you, but when it started running, I was like, oh my god, it's like an orchestra. It was so loud. He actually said to me, I'm going to put the engine hood down, which is completely different in itself. And when he started up, I thought, oh my god, I'm not going to be able to run this very late in the evening at home because it was so loud. The ski is, you know, it's very, very tidy considering it's 24 years old. So we've got another one now where the owner, you know, he was in and out whether to sell it. Bruce, the owner, he was kind of like, I don't know if I wanted to get rid of it, but he's obviously took the plunge and we're the benefactors of it now because we've managed to get it for a pretty good price. And with a bit of love and a bit of TLC, we'll find a cover for it and we'll do the little snaggy bits as we always do on the channel. I can't wait to actually get out on it and just, you know, actually have a comparative understanding of how Yamaha sort of sit against Seadoo, because for me it's always been Seadoo. There's nothing else in my mind that I was like I'd either entertain. But you have to look at these skis with the understanding of their age and their heritage and everything that goes with it, and just be a bit neutral in these instances. And again, is another example of 24 hours, because we found this ski yesterday evening and we've gone down in the morning and essentially purchased it all within 24 hours. Now we are hoping to actually take this one out tomorrow for a ride, so it could be that we actually end up riding the ski within 48 hours, which will be crazy. It's actually got less to do on this particular ski than what the 91 had to do, the Seadoo XP. I'm super keen to put the Wave Raider against the XP and just see how they compare. I mean, it's 1100cc, so it's not a small engine by any means, but obviously it is old technology, so some of the things that now we take for granted on the newer skis, it will be the same principle again, whereby some of this technology is just old. I mean, the VTS looks completely different on this jet ski, which will be interesting to have a play around with and stuff. Obviously the engine compartment's all completely different. It's all at the front. It's actually got sort of like a hinge hanger, if you like an old-fashioned car. So it's an old jet ski, and for our efforts we've been able to see this beautiful view, because this is a very warm sunny day. It's actually very hard because you just want to go put the ski in the water, but we're going to resist the temptation, take it home, park it up, take a deep breath, because again it's not easy doing this content for this channel, guys. You know, you've got to be on it and you've got to commit, you've got to take the risk. I mean, these jet skis are a risk, the engines are old, so if it blows up, you know, that could be the risk we take. Hopefully it doesn't, but if it blows up, then I've probably got myself to blame, because I keep buying these old skis. It is back. Long old journey back, but it is back.
How did the journey go?
There was lots of diversions, and our bedding didn't do bad.
Turn it.
Christ. Do you think we might be allowed a new jockey wheel on this one, Megs? This is where it's like seized to the car. I'm not letting go. Rest. That bike ride this morning and now going to get that ski has worn me out. So they don't look amazing at the moment. We've got one under a tarpaulin and we've got one under a pink duvet, but I promise you they are classics.